Welcome back to 7-Minute Options on Wednesday, December 1st. Another brutal day on the market. Everything seems to be red. My buying power is again flirting with zero. Just a horrible looking account. I'm going to be looking to jig this up a little bit in the new year to change it up a little bit. I want to get back to trading iron condors and defined risk positions. I think my account in reality, having started with about 15K, 16K thereabouts a year ago, and that account size is too small to trade undefined risk positions in small stocks. I mean, undefined risk is okay in things like EWZ and some bigger ETFs or some really bigger companies where they're not going to move that much, etc. I'm perfectly happy trading silver as a strangle, etc. But companies like Palantir and Peloton, that's where I got burned. Pinterest, Palantir, Peloton, I had an undefined risk put on all three of them. All three of those got taken out in a short period of time. And so now I'm looking at, that's where 95% of my losses came from. So in the new year, I'm going to be looking to get back into defined risk trades and getting back to my iron condors on things like, whether it's SPY or whether it's IWM, those kind of larger ETFs seem to make more sense for these small accounts. Yeah, if my account size would be like 100K, I would feel perfectly fine selling a Jade Lizard or a Strangle or something on an earnings play in Palantir, Peloton, and see where that lands me. But all right, looking at Astra, I have 100 shares in Astra. I picked up those 100 shares at $12.50. I used to have a covered strangle. The strangle was closed. Now I'm going to open it up again. I might as well, because I have 100 shares, selling a call against it, a naked call is fine because there is no risk to the upside because I'll just lose 100 shares if Astra does spike. So looking at the trade here, 51 days out is the January expiration. 12.5 call right now. It's interesting. It's a very wide market, 80 cents to 105 on the bid and ask. That's a 25 cent spread there, but still 1,300 people in there, so it's not completely terrible. Not ideal, but not terrible. I'd be curious to see what I can fill it for. The midpoint is around 95 cents. Let's see if there's any takers at 95 cents. But again, if I look at my buying power here, my buying power actually goes up, right? Because I'm collecting some money here and there's no risk. So because if the Astra does spike up, I would just lose the 100 shares. If the call gets exercised and the shares get called away from me, or if I let it expire without rolling it. But yeah, so that should be an easy one. So I'll go back there. Let's say 95. I'm most likely not going to get 95 bucks for this. I'm probably going to have to roll it down to like 90 cents or something, but we'll see where it ends up. Right now it is trading for about 90-ish. Okay, I'll take 90 for it. Let's see if there's any takers at 90. And that gets filled at 90. Fine. So now my buying power is just slightly above zero again. Yeah, it's been a weird day on the markets. It actually opened up green and everything was fine until I think there was some announcement by the Fed or something similar. But anyway, so that's it for Astra. And the other couple of positions here, I'm looking at Joby. I'd love to get this thing rolled. Let's see. I've been trying to roll it for a few days now. Just get into January expiration here. Yeah, very little credit collecting on this one, 18, but I'll take the 18 if somebody wants to give me 18 for it. I mean, why not? And the other ones I was looking at were EWZ. Again, I'm just still waiting for some of this extrinsic value to come out. My 30 put right now has an intrinsic value of 125, and yet it's still trading for $329. Sorry, 315 bucks. So that's why there's $191 of extrinsic value in the put alone. So I'm just going to wait a little bit, maybe another few more days, maybe toward the end of the week. I'd love to see that number come down before I roll it, because that's really, I want that number to get smaller and smaller. That's how I make money when I make money. My Bitcoin put credit spread is doing well. I just, again, need some more time here. A lot of extrinsic value left, even though it's only 16 days out. So I've held this for 27 days and am up $33 after 27 days. But in reality, I was hoping that I would close this out. And actually, you know what? I should just put an order on here. So I opened up this position for 105. So if my target is 50%, I should be able to close this out for about, let's say, 52. And actually, I'll make it 51. And then that's good to cancel. So just if and when that hits it, if Bitcoin moves up a little bit over the next few days, hopefully that'll auto trigger. I'll get my $500 buying power back. And so I'm waiting on EWZ and Bitcoin before the Bitcoin ETF here before I close them or roll them. And then IWM, yeah, that one, there's only $2 of extrinsic, $1 of extrinsic. I really should just close this out. There's really no point holding this onto this one. I think my hope here is that there is some kind of an announcement or something by the Fed that would kind of push this back above 231, but in reality, it's unlikely. There's been a bit of a meltdown here in IWM, and this line represents, 231 is kind of where we are. Just under that blue line is where it would need to move back up in the next week or two, possible. So maybe I'll just hold on to it for another week or so. There's really no risk there. I'm already at 304 today, so it would cost me $3.04 to close it today. No extrinsic value left here at all in this position for IWM, so no real reason to close it out today unless my buying power is being tested and I got to get my $500 of buying power back. But anyway, just a very small adjustment today, and that's it. Oh, silver, yeah, silver expiring in 16 days. Same thing. I'm just trying to roll my 24 straddle here, and yeah, I can pick up $20 if I move it out to January. Hopefully this can get filled and I can do it on a good, like ideally I'd like to do this on a nice green day when it's closer to the 24 strikes. I'd pick up a little bit more credit, but it'd be nice to just roll this and not have to worry about it. So yeah, I'll leave silver and Joby on there. If they fill today, great. If not, I'll do the same thing again tomorrow. All right, that's it. Thanks. Have a good day.